This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. Executive Chairman of the Water and Sewage Corporation, Adrian Gibson, says the corporation may have to request additional funds, well in the millions, to fully restore and rebuild WSC's infrastructure in the Abacos. At a press conference yesterday, Mr. Gibson said the $15 million granted so far may not be sufficient.
We requested from the government some time ago. We did a preliminary assessment, 15 million, right? As we go along, we discover new things here and there. We may have to go back and request another few million, but at this point we're still using some of the 15 million, and as you all know, that 15 million would come from the IDB contingent funds with respect to hurricanes. And so at this point we're using that, and we'll see what happens.
Mr. Gibson said the corporation has restored water supply on mainland Abaco, but has experienced challenges with water supply systems on the islands of Moores Island and Grand Key. He said he expects the situation to be fully rectified in the coming days. Mr. Gibson said the Grand Key storage tank was destroyed during the hurricane, and a contract has been issued for the demolition of that tank, with another contract being issued for a new 125,000 imperial gallon storage tank. Gibson added that WSC is expected to begin work on 2 solar power fields in the coming weeks.
The Marsh Harbour pumping station site, WSC will commence or has commenced major clearance work for a new $1.5 million imperial gallon storage tank that has been contracted, and a new pump station building and 2 new solar fields. We're incorporating solar in our operation. When completed, our Marsh Harbour pumping station will be our most advanced pumping station in the Family Islands, with sufficient solar capacity to operate our entire well field and pumping station, along with standby power and BPL power for use when the sunlight is not available.
Mr. Gibson added that WSC has obtained operational and commercial teams, a fleet of new vehicles, and required equipment for Abaco, and some items have already been shipped. He said to date, WSC has awarded contracts for vehicles, equipment, new facility restoration works, and services in excess of $8.3 million, and expects another several $1 million in contracts will be awarded in the coming weeks. The Nassau Airport Development Company, NAD, will resume its program of upgrading the old surfaces on the airside at Lynden Pindling International Airport with pavement reconstruction on a portion of Taxiway Hotel, which is the main access point on the airside where aircrafts exit the runway and enter aprons to park and be serviced between flights. This upgrade will resume on Monday, February 17th, and done in 2 phases, estimated to last approximately 1 month in each phase to minimize the overall impact to operations on the airside. The scheduled works will result in a full pavement restoration. Vice President of Operations at NAD, Deborah Colby, says they are undergoing this essential pavement reconstruction in an effort to increase the lifespan of Taxiway Hotel and ensure its surface remains safe. As traffic to the destination continues to grow, she says, NAD must maintain its primary assets at a level that meets the airport's current and future demands. Now to passengers traveling during the peak travel periods between noon and 3 p.m. daily and over the spring break and Easter holidays, NAD is advising that you should prepare for some delays when arriving or departing from LPIA. However, the statement continues, key stakeholders at LPIA are working to mitigate impact on the operations at the airport. Starting next week, air traffic services will activate contingency plans and implement operating procedures to manage traffic on the airside over the next 2 months. Our final stories are up next.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.